Welcome everyone to our episode 73 of our section Drops of Wisdom. In today's episode, we are going to discuss in the Valentine's Day the worry-free mind and how to take care more of our energy, how to take care more of the space in our mind, how to rebuild and reshape our neural pathways, and how to start assigning the kind of thoughts and having more attention in what we want to manifest in our lives. So the book that we are going to discuss is The Worry-Free Mind. It is by Carol Kershaw and Bill Wade. Those are the authors of this book. And the title of our episode is Stop Worrying and Start Acting. So it is easier to say than to do it, but we are going to navigate into a lot of topics, tips, and practical things that you can start applying in your life in order to really detach from that detrimental energy about worrying. Getting used to worry and becoming addicted to a deluge of triggering news, triggering events, and information contributes, of course, to the detriment going down of your mental health. Nevertheless, the power of your mind is the attention that you are giving to each of the topics, to each of the things that you are allowing. Hence, at any moment in time, you can refocus and repurpose your attention to something much better. Chronic stress, we know that has a significant impact in the brain, leading to impaired memory, changes in the brain structure, and increased susceptibility to mental illness. Why? Because stress affects the brain, activating the amygdala, which is a region in the brain that is called also the fear center of our minds, and causing a cascade of events, a consequence of events, including the production of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, which I assume that you know them very well so far, because those two hormones are the markers of your stress events. Prolonged stress can rewire your brain and reshape your brain, leading to changes in the neural circuitry in your highways, in your cognitive function, in the decision making, in anxiety and mood, ultimately affecting the systemic physiology and extending those events via neuroendocrine, autonomic, immune, and metabolic messengers and mediators, communicating a message of being in alert. The brain is composed of billions of neurons that communicate with each other through electric impulses or pulses, creating brain waves that are going in different frequencies depending on what an individual is thinking, feeling, or doing. There are 5 brainwave frequencies, which are the most important, which are named under the Greek alphabet: delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. These are corresponding to different states of being. For example, delta is the slowest frequency and occurs during deep sleep, when we are repairing our system, when we are consolidating our memory. This state is achieved and is the slowest frequency, while theta frequency is deep relaxation. This frequency starts a little bit before that, when we are achieving this delta frequency. Alpha is a conscious and calm state that allows people to regain energy, to be more calm but active. Beta is bright and attentive state that is good for focus attention, but it has disadvantage, this kind of frequency, because also your attention can be focused on negative things. And we pass most of our time in this frequency, in this beta state that is alert, that is constantly lurking for things that can be many times triggering for yourself. Gamma is the fastest frequency and is associated with a heightened perception and learning. This state is readily and easily achievable when you are practicing meditation more and more, and you are trying to control your brain and trying to be more aware of the things that you are doing, of perceiving more your responses to life, and also to adjust yourself towards the communication that you are having with your emotions. So linking body, mind, and your brain, of course. Spending too much time in one frequency can be detrimental still, and a worried mind is usually stuck in this beta mode, constantly being alert. The upside of this is that we can change it at any point in time, and we can make it more relaxed. Shifting your focus away from stress triggers is key to cultivating a worry-free mind. So when you are noticing that you are consuming a lot of toxic information and you are feeling depleted of energy or lethargic, that means that you are under these stressful events. Deliberately shifting your focus can change the brainwave activity, leading to changes in your feelings, in your thoughts, and the perspective of the things that you are experiencing in your life. Engaging in activities such as using the peripheral vision and going for a walk, for example, can help refocus your attention because you are listening to nature and trying as much as possible to go into green areas, into nature surrounded spaces. That's what can shift your mind and can calm your mind, aiding in the shift from a stress state of beta frequency to a more relaxed alpha state. And if you keep practicing this kind of pausing and reflecting and trying to walk a little bit, move your energy, you suddenly can start achieving this gamma state more if you practice what we are going to go at the end of this episode for the explanation of meditation. So next, what is optimism and pessimism are not just about how individuals view the present, but also how they feel about the future. And that's what we are seeing. The more we are uh, anchored or hooked by the news, pessimism about the future leads to increase, and chances of being unhappy and wasting your energy, of course, while future thinking and worrying scenarios completely erases the positive outlook that can lead to more happiness and success in your life. So that's why the news are designed to depress yourself, not just to inform. It is also a part of or the purpose of this kind of narration of events is to make you activate your amygdala and hook you into this frequency because you are more, uh, you are easily handled by any kind of information that they want to give you under that state. Future thinking involves confronting the questions, what if, worries, but we can switch that what if question with what can I do? Solution, which can help individuals shift their focus from problems to opportunities. So just by changing what if this happens, you can change it for what can I do to change this? And that's it. You cannot change external things. Just remember that. You can change your attention and you can change how you feel. So by shifting your focus from the problems to an opportunity to be freer, to have more space and to focus on the things that are going to give you learning experiences, you reduce the worry and increase the happiness. Your memories are often associated with your emotions, of course, and dwelling on a specific memory can lead you to feel that you are stuck in the associated emotion, particularly if it was a traumatic or sad event. Getting hung up on past regrets can hinder the creation of new and positive emotions in the now, and as well as recognizing the opportunities, because you don't have energy and you are not able to focus your attention on their other things if you still are thinking on the past or on previous worries. So that erases the opportunity for better future. Nostalgia is a powerful emotion triggered by past memories and serves several important psychological functions, including the self-continuity and its influence on future-oriented behavior. For example, when you remember positive events in your life, when you remember positive achievements in your life, when you remember how you did certain things and you were able to overcome the obstacles, that nostalgia for those memories is good because can lead you to feel better, to feel capable, to feel confident about your present time and to create a future oriented behavior that is going to allow you to create these new pathways, which is what we are going to talk next. Repatterning is a new, more or less a new word, also known as self-directed neuroplasticity. What is this? You are deciding by yourself to remodel and reshape your brain. And it's a technique that aims to break the bad habits, to change your physical and emotional reactions to stressful events and cope with change. There are 4 steps of neuro repatterning involving identifying the triggers, owning the pattern, surrendering, and surrendering doesn't mean just losing your power. Surrender means that you are recognizing that you are under the, let's say, the spell of a negative thought and trusting that you can just shift your focus and trust the process of getting out from this negativity loop by asking, probing questions, and acknowledging fears, recognizing that you are scared of certain things, and more if you write those things. Any kind of people can work towards overcoming worried states of mind and refocusing their thoughts and feelings and how they feel. That's the most important thing. So by feeling differently, you are going to create new positive emotions. And lastly, what can you do to consolidate all of this information into one technique that is going to allow you to reshape your brain? Meditation. And you have listened this word a lot in this new time, because meditation can help any kind of people to synchronize their brain to the alpha frequency, leading to a clear and worry-free mind. In spite of, at the beginning of the meditation, or when you are starting to meditate, which doesn't have to be, by the way, doesn't have to be under a lotus position and just in a very isolated place. It, it doesn't have to be that way. You can just go for a walk and meditate in that walk on whatever you want, focusing your attention. And when you are doing this at the beginning, you are going to feel that these kind of negative thoughts are constantly appearing in your mind. But by not paying attention to those thoughts, by letting them dissolve by themselves, you are going to be able to attract the positive ones. And when you do that, that's when you are reshaping and constructing a new pathway in your mind that is going to allow you to identify the trigger, to own that you are in a negative pattern, to surrender and to trust the process of just dissolving the thought and not paying attention to the thought and breaking the bad habit and not giving more energy, time, or attention. So you enter or you change the frequency to your alpha wave state, which is associated, as I mentioned, with meditation, with this sense of calm, peacefulness, and reduce stress and not being anxious. So that's all of the things that you can do. This is a very divided and a step clear process so that you can just pay attention to how you are feeling, to what kind of thoughts are you allowing in your mind. Why are you thinking about those things? Did you watch something that triggered your mind? Did you listen to some people that were just complaining about certain things or gossiping about certain things? And when you, just like when you don't pay attention to toxic people or toxic messages and they just go and they just start speaking about other things, that's the same that you are going to do with your mind. By not paying attention to these toxic loops or negative thoughts that come when you are in a calm state, that's how you are reconstructing your brain and owning the pattern, reconstructing a positive pattern, and breaking the habit of thinking negatively. And that's how you create a new highway of thoughts that are going to be more positive each day that you engage in the practice of pausing, of walking, of being in silence, in spite of the discomfort that you might feel at the beginning. Just allow 2 minutes per day, then scale up 1 minute next week, and arrive until 10 minutes. Each week, you can just scale up 1 minute, and that's it. You are not in a hurry, and the, the less you take notice of the time, you will achieve 10 minutes easily of being in a peaceful state, of being more able to identify these negative loops and being able to breaking the pattern and repurposing your mind into a much better space. Thank you very much for your attention, for your time. Of course, you are welcome and invited to subscribe to my platforms, either in YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcast. Please just visit those sites and subscribe to my channels. And if you want to support me, you know where to go to my website. And in the upper left corner, you can find a button that says donate. So you can donate whatever you want to support this job. Thank you very much for your attention, for being here in this special day of love and friendship. And thank you for your following, your attention, for being here in this page. Have a wonderful day with your loved ones and enjoy the self-love of not being worried. Thank you. Bye.